Hello everybody and welcome back to Toto's Tournament of the Old World. We're in the prelims still, as we're with Tzeentch, continuing our missions here with the Chaos factions, and we're working through the only two legendary lords of the Tzeentch faction, which will be Vilitch versus Kairos Fateweaver, as we can see from Jeff here, who's legging it to the trees so he doesn't get spotted and attacked here in his wonderful blue and yellow outfit. We'll head over to the two factions now. So, first off, we have Kairos Fateweaver. Now, Chaos forces generally cost a bit more than other armies, so they're both relatively small. His front line consists of a rather sparkly blue, fancy Forsaken of Tzeentch with their interesting mutations, backed up by a unit of Marauders of Tzeentch. Since the recent Warriors of Chaos update, they've got a lot more expansion roster-wise, and giving you a few more options playably. We've also got the Marauders of Tzeentch with spears, very useful for some anti-cav work. His heavy hitters come in the form of a unit of Spawn of Tzeentch, which are, very blue. And finally, rounding out his forces, a pair of Pink Horrors, his ranged attack units. And Kairos himself, who is in the sky casting spells right at the beginning of the match here. Remember, just like Virak, one head sees the future, the other sees the past. Now, over on the other side, across from him, is the recently added Vilitch the Curseling, who's actually a brother duo, with the body being controlled by the parasitic brother there on his back. They're both spellcasters, of course, that's Tzeentch's specialty. His heavy hitters are in the form of some Doom Knights of Tzeentch with their flying discs, with their spears, looking very cool. His rest of the front line is relatively basic. Marauders of Tzeentch in a few different forms, another Forsaken unit, a unit of Blue Horrors, the melee version of the Horrors, backed up by some very powerful sock puppets, or flamers of Tzeentch. I like to call them puppets of Tzeentch, to be honest. They're very weird looking. And backed up finally by a unit of Pink Horrors. So this one should be quite nasty. Lots of colourful spells should be going off left, right and centre. Kairos was the one who rolled the defence roll on this map, so he will probably remain stationary. Points wise, both 8,000 points. The randomly rolled map, which we got this what looks like a dwarven mountain pass here, as we see both sides getting ready for this battle. Obviously, with the attacker AI being Vilitch, they're going to try and close the distance as quickly as possible. It's going to come down to whatever spells Kairos is going to cast here that may be able to cause some damage to one of these units at the front line, but he seems to be quite content to just sit there, hover in the sky with his very, very brightly coloured wings. It's a great looking model. And there we go, here goes all of the Tzeentch spells, the Pink Horrors firing, got the Flamers, amazing blue fire effects going off, that just hitting all over the place like a artillery unit. I did miss this unit, the Screamers of Tzeentch. I believe these have been summoned in, or I just completely missed them, but this is one of the more monstrous, chaotic creatures. So one of his ranged units at the back there of Kairos have been hit. Now Kairos has been engaged by the Doom Knights. This is bad news for Kairos. As a wizard, doesn't do too well in the melee, and Doom Knights are basically Chaos Warriors on flying discs, so this is going to cause him a lot of damage very quickly. Meanwhile, the front line is heating up, spells being cast left and right. Vilitch the Curseling is right in the middle of the melee here. Vilitch is also a wizard, but he does have a pretty decent melee capability thanks to the more muscular and powerful brother equipped there with some fancy looking chaos weaponry. Of course, the main anchor there for Kairos' force is going to be those spawns of Tzeentch. They don't flee, they have no fear, they will continue to fight until they are all dead, which is very good, very high damage dealing unit. But of course, Kairos is really the linchpin here, and he is rapidly running out of health. We can already see 2 minutes into this battle, and he is already about to hit the deck. Is he going to die, or is he going to be able to flee? It looks like, yep, he is not going to leave. I think he's trying to get out of that, but he's down as he corkscrews to the floor, and that's bad news for his army. Demon armies do not last long without their host to keep them in place. They are going to start to very rapidly disintegrate. You see the Doom Knights have now jumped down to finish off what's left of the Pink Horrors. They're already starting to basically be banished back to the warp. Any of the actual mortal units that are in his force, which would be the Forsaken and the Marauders, will not last very long. I'm pretty sure also the Chaos Spawn will slowly begin to break. Yep, they are virtually dead. as it is. There's not much left of this front line. It's a colossal defeat for Kairos Fateweaver and an easy victory for Vilitch. As I'm sure Jeff is probably going to call this battle. He's safely in the trees. He's been observing everything that's been going on. And there we go. That is the end of the battle. As we go over to the stats here at the end, we can see that Kairos and Vilitch both had pretty similar sized forces, 497 to 493, but the losses speak for themselves. 328 lost for Kairos, 169 remaining, compared to Vilitch with 493 and 115 lost to 378 remaining. Kairos himself getting a single kill on the Doom, on the Doom Knights. Bad match for him. 17 kills for the Spawn, really the standout unit for him with the Forsaken. He had a unit of Pink Horrors that did 0 kills and another one that did 1. They were both completely and utterly useless, not like the ones over on Vilitch's side did much better, getting 3. Vilitch himself scored 22, and really the MVPs of this on both sides were the Forsaken. They were the ones that did most of the actual killing. 70 kills there for the Forsaken on Vilitch's side, and yeah, just kind of proving that Tzeentch, they're a bit fragile once their shields are broken, but until that point they can do a lot of damage very quickly. And yeah, Vilitch the Curseling goes through into the Grand Tournament in the Old World to represent old Weaver of Fates there, so we'll see how it goes for him in the future. But the next one that comes up will be the finale of the Chaos Forces, which will be Chaos Undivided, as Archaon the Ever-Chosen takes on the mighty Colex Sun Eater. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.